Hello, YouTube. Putting up some notes in my document. Okay, so I don't think anyone was on the stream yesterday, but I started Leaf Green today. I've been running around doing a ton of stuff, but I took care of my lawn, washed my car, walked the dog, had a lunch. It's been pretty good. Yesterday when I started this, I failed pretty bad. I went to Rival 1, which has a level 9 Pokemon, and I had a level 6 and a level 5 Mankey, and I failed, and I went home and shut it off, and I had it saved, so I frustratingly just shut the game off, or I shut the stream off. It wasn't really that big a deal. I'd barely started the game, so I ran through all that stuff again. I'm back in Viridian City. I spent an embarrassing amount of time to catch this level 5 Mankey. Let's put Mankey into slot 1. I think the other big thing, I think like a month or 2 months ago, I ordered an 8BitDo Pro 3 controller on sale for like pretty decent price, and like this game is kind of a classic game, and the controller's kind of a classic controller. It looks more like a PlayStation 2 controller, to be honest, but it still has the 2 joysticks, so I could use the joystick, but the big thing is, it's like I love my Pro 2 controller, but the D-pad is absolute garbage, and having just touched this controller a little bit now, the D-pad is so much better. This is I don't know if you saw, I mean, eventually I'll have a webcam. I had one in the past, and it was just old and tired and low quality. But you know, maybe that would have been good enough. Yeah, I don't have any reason to hide my face, actually. So if I ever get the webcam, I will reveal the embarrassing amount of controllers that I have. This one, though, feels very much right for the for this game. I'm playing Gen 1 on a controller that looks very much like a Super NES controller. I should probably just run straight towards Brock. So I'm the rules are evolving on the fly for this run. So I went ahead. I know the Mankey is actually intended kind of as a tool to help you beat Brock with his rock types. I think some of this stuff in this forest would probably be useful for that too. Right, so me personally, I'm not a big fan of a Nuzlocke challenge. But I wanted to have some limits on how I do this. So what I've come up with so far is I think before each gym I'm going to catch one Pokemon that I think will help me succeed. Charmander can beat Brock in this. I believe Charmander will learn Metal Claw, I think. My poison. Incredible. 10% chance, I think. Ooh, Charlos. If anyone remembers in Scarlet and Violet, Charlos is the name of the Char Cadet when you beat Mela. And what a name. And my name is Charles. I think Charlos is incredible though. Combination of Charles and Carlos. And it's a great reference in Scarlet and Violet, a region based on Spain, Aldea. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I kind of just broke one of my intended rules. It's not that big a deal. Not a strict rule, but I want to not grind the wild Pokemon. That wasn't really grinding. Oh my goodness. We're about to white out. You know what? I'm just gonna allow it. The double poison's crazy. Yeah. So the spirit of my rule is that I don't want to just beat a million wild Pokemon and overlevel. So speaking of that, I've currently got a tab on my browser for some Scarlet level caps. Alright, there we go. Level cap for the first gym is 14, so we've got a lot of wiggle room. So, and it's in my write-up already. Like, I don't want to grind in the wild to overlevel, essentially. But I mean, also, just this is more for like the time thing, you know, like I've watched plenty of solo challenges, etc. There's quite a lot of trainers in the game. I'm not trying to do minimum battles, but the trainers give you more experience anyway, so like that's something I never really did growing up, or in any like, you know, modern game either. Like, you can just run from the battle and not waste your time. So here we go. First trainer. Ooh, big crit. And this, oh god, it's immediate poison again. Okay. Anyway, like, This will be big, right? So that's level 6. It's a trainer Pokemon, 66 experience. Oh, that's... didn't even get us a level, actually. Caterpie, nice. Okay. So with the poison, like I figure we can do 1 scratch. We can do 2 scratch. Yeah, it's only doing 2. We'll do another scratch. And then I'll just switch in my Charlos. Yes, this is my Spank, my main key. This one, I think, is more of a casual series. And when I'm done beating the game, I did buy Fire Red as well. So, like, I'll probably start Fire Red on my other Switch. I can't imagine it's gonna run slowly on a Switch 1. But that way I can trade Pokemon from this to evolve. And since I know these will connect to home in the future, like after I beat this challenge, my next casual goal is just doing a living dex in the game. As I assume Pokemon Home will have some quest for ZA, which I've already done a living dex for that and the DLC. I can do a living dex for these games. So having both games will help a lot for that. Alright. I know this is ridiculous, but I'm gonna run back since I got poisoned. This time I won't white out since both Pokemon didn't get poisoned. This game really improves once you get the running shoes. I did just watch, I think it was 8F. 8F was doing a randomizer, and good lord, getting through several hours, well, he was doing it on an emulator, I'm sure. He had speed up. But you randomize all the doors. You don't get the running shoes right after Brock if you're randomized. Alright. And this, just for the record, is going to be a very short stream. I'm gonna go in like little goals, specifically because I want to play Scarlet later. I'm closer to the end of that. I think I've done 7 of the gems, 3 of the star bases, team star bases, and 4 of the titans. So I'm gonna beat Brock in this game. I'm gonna stop the stream so I can make dinner, continue doing some laundry. Just cleaning my sheets today. And then when I kick the stream back up, I will do Scarlet. And maybe that one will be like a 3-4 hour stream. Maybe I could knock out the end of that game. And we'll just continue doing some more casual Pokemon content with the Leaf Green. I'm gonna stream Leaf Green. Thank you for only using string shot, Weedle. Level 7 Weedle. That's crazy. In this case, I'm gonna just knock it out. I don't want to risk getting the Charlos poisoned. So, cool. Let's switch. I think Akuna only knows Harden in this game. I don't think they fixed the sins of their past. One shot. It's crazy. The quality of life in the future games. I mean, so a lot of the newer games, you don't even take poison damage out of battle. But later on, they were like, they made it so even if you were poisoned, it wouldn't faint you, you'd stay on 1 health. Gen 3, they were like, hey, your Pokemon's now gonna die. Congratulations. This would be way more rough for like a Nuzlocke. I like where I'm going with this challenge. So we're gonna do Brock, and I don't know if I'll play more of this after Scarlet. We'll see how long knocking out a lot of the things in Scarlet takes. Chances are I won't play more of this until tomorrow or maybe next week. But one of the things I can do then, I'm just gonna look up what Pokemon I can catch before Misty. Maybe I'll do like a grass type for that. So, I mean, we probably got Bellsprout or Oddish available. Or I could do a Mount Moon Pokemon. Ooh, now we got Blow Kick. Oh, antibodies resist fighting. Alright. No big deal. Caterpie can do like nothing to me. I mean, they can do a little bit of tackles. Nice, they can't poison. Oh, it's this one I'm gonna do a little damage with Spank. But then I'll switch in Charlos. So we can split this experience a little bit. The other thing is now, first I'm gonna remember to save. But I'll go back and do Rival 1 also before we fight Brock. And I can beat the Light Years trainer too. And I didn't buy any antidotes. Or I found one though. Let's use, oh no, 15, 24. Let's be efficient. There's a forest in a later Pokemon game that has this exact layout as a reference to the original Viridian Forest. I almost did my original instinct. Let's not bother with wild Pokemon. Yes, I knew Pokemon evolve. I have a living dex in Pokemon Home, Mr. Charlie. Metapod can do literally nothing. I guess for efficiency, let's go to Charlos. I don't think we have the physical special split in this game either. I think fire is a special type. So that, yeah, definitely. With 2 defense boosts, I don't think that would one-shot if it were physical. Alright, I'll knock you out. Back to Viridian City. Beat our rival. regretting this already. There's so much grass. Gen 1, the grass with like flowers on the sprite aren't actually grass and has no encounter table. This game doesn't have any tech like that. It's not that bad. This should be the last encounter I have to take on the way out. But I'm sure I'll take a bunch of encounters on the way back in. It is pretty crazy. They don't give you the running shoes earlier than they do. I'm just glad it's included at all. Okay. Need Charmander. He will have a rough go against that Pidgey. Okay, and we also remember to hit save. I am spoiled by modern games. I mean, I know sometimes people hate the autosave function, but nothing quite like autosave when you fail and you want to reset. Alright, let's save right here, just in case. So I don't want to like just white out and try over and over, or grind. I just want to beat them once. The embarrassing part of my reset yesterday is that I didn't even gain any experience, so it's kind of fine. I was like, okay, surely I saved. This is part of the problem. Accuracy drop. Okay, well, Pidgey, you're out. That's a crit. That's crazy. Swordle, you are tanky. That's much better than yesterday. Alright, let's try Brock at level 9 and 10. I might have to do a little bit of grinding. Geodude shouldn't be a problem. Really, Onyx shouldn't be that much of a problem either. I think in this game it does have Rock Slide? Is it Rock Slide? think it's Rock Slide. Chance to miss, but it's pretty strong. I mean, thankfully it's still an Onyx. That's one of the worst attack stats of all Pokemon. But it is pretty defensive. And I think Low Kick is a good move for this fight, though. I want to say that Low Kick does more damage to heavier Pokemon. And an Onyx is quite a heavy Pokemon. We will see. Expect we shouldn't have too much trouble with Rock. Something I haven't put much thought to. I'm also spoiled by modern games, just in the sense that they're not bad. So in this game, we're going to have to teach HMs to Pokemon, and Cut is a worthless move. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. It's like a chance to miss. It's his weakest tackle. I'm gonna come over here for the vibes. Oh, he doesn't even ask you if you want this. He's just like, hey, follow me. You do what I'll tell you, bitch. Mr. Light Years himself. 10,000 light years. Let's stick with Low Kick. We'll do what we can to the Sand Shrew. Let's switch to Chartless. have very little attack, Charlos. Okay. We might not beat Brock on this first try. I guess light years does measure distance. I think being 3 steps from him isn't light 10,000 light years, but alright, let's heal up and give Brock a first shot. That's so cool. I mean, this game has abilities. Does it have abilities? I don't think it has abilities. Oh yeah, it does. Vital Spirit prevents sleep. And Blaze boosts fire moves when it's low or below half, I believe. Alright. Also, let me see what the moves do. There, lowers defense. Lowers attack. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think it'll be a problem to knock out the Geodude. But when I do, I might switch to Charlos to lower Onyx's attack. And then I can switch back in to Mankey. And lower Onyx's defense. You know, this it feels like a doable fight. That's what I'm here for. I should have hit save. I did not hit save. Okay. That's okay, we're gonna do this in one try. Geodude. Alright. 3-hit KO. That's not too bad. Defense girl. Defense good. Perfect. Still have most of our HP on Mankey. Low kick. Ooh, karate chop. Okay. Let's go into Charlos. We are going to growl. Onyx only has physical attacks. Two growls. 3 growls. 4 growls. 5 crit. 5 growls. Okay, well you did what you were supposed to do, Charlos. Good job. 7 in chat. I'm gonna drop one layer. Yeah, let's not get too greedy. Because bind is gonna do damage over time. I think low kick is based on its weight. Oh, yes sir. Alright. See, we didn't need to save. Well done, Spank. Thank you, Charlos, for making Onyx, who was already weak, unbelievably weak. Alright, I'm gonna update the rules in one sense. I will allow myself to catch more Pokemon for HM use. Alright, well, this was my goal for this quick stream. Get Rock Tomb. Holy crap, Mankey can learn Rock Tomb. Okay, let's remember to hit save now. So we beat Rock, one badge down, 7 to go. Alright. That'll be it for this quick stream. I've gotta sort out my dinner. We'll be back on to play Scarlet in a little while. Thanks for watching.